everybody, and welcome to another episode of Adventures with Andi. I bet you can guess what we're doing today, can't you? Yep, that's right. We are doing another triangle mixing exercise. So Chad, would you like to inform our viewers which dyes we are working with today?
All three are Jacquard commercial acid dyes. And so we have bright yellow, and then we have sky blue, and cherry red.
And we have mixed all of these to a 1% dye stock. Our yarn that we're using today, I got my cheat sheet. I've been using this one for a while. Our yarn that we're using today is Knit Picked Swish fingering weight, which is 100 grams, 437 yards of 100% fine superwash wool. You would think I'd have this memorized.
Since all of your mini skeins are that.
Because I wind them all. But no, we know my memory. I can't even remember what colors we're using already. We do have a dye mop that we're using today. It is a new one, yes. And this one is Cascade's 128 Superwash. All right, so I have the chart here.
Yay!
And
are we going to do yellow, blue, red like we did last time, just to keep it consistent?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's confusing for me on this chart, but that's okay. So
go 10 up top?
Yes, we will start with, let me explain to people.
Okay.
For those who have not seen this before, if you've watched the other triangle mixing exercise videos, you know how this goes. But for those of you who haven't, we're going to start with 10 milliliters of yellow up here, and then 7.5 on this row, 5 milliliters of yellow on this row, 2.5 milliliters on this row, and nothing, no yellow on this row. Then over here on the blue, we'll do 10 milliliters of blue, 7.5, 5, 2.5, and then no blue. And then for the red, 10, 7.5, 5, 2.5, and 0 red. And that will give us a mix of these different colors in different ratios, but each one will add up to 10 milliliters, which will dye our 10 gram mini skeins to a 1% depth of shade. And as per usual, Chad is going to be the one who is going to use a syringe to get the dye out of our jars because his eyes are better than mine.
So first we're putting 10 yellow.
10 yellow, 10 of the bright yellow up there.
That is yellow. 7.5 is going to be next.
And
we're going to do that twice.
7.5 twice in the same jar?
No.
Okay. Yeah, be a little concerned.
Okay, so over here. And now we're going to do 3 5s. Now a 2.5 across this row.
All right. Our mop's got a little bit of color. That's right. See, a little bit of yellow. All right. Next up, we have the sky blue.
Ready for 10?
Yep.
Much harder with the darker color.
It is so much harder.
7.5. Oh, it's turning green.
Yeah, and with that one, you start to see how this works.
Five. It's turning blue. Another 5. And another 5. Now we're going to do 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
Another 2.5. And the last 2.5 will go there.
Okay.
And now for the red, right?
Uh-huh.
The moment you've been waiting for. Yeah, the red is, I think, the most pungent of the 3.
Yeah, some of these dyes do have a smell to them. We have learned. It freaked me out the first time that I smelled it because I smelled it when I was rinsing yarn and I thought something bad had happened to the yarn. But no, it's just that some of these dyes have an odor to them. I know it was not the red Ziploc yarn. It was a different one.
Mm-hmm. All right, do 5 across here.
Mm-hmm. Is that it?
Cat here.
Cats aren't even allowed in the garage, y'all. And jets.
So 5 in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Oh no!
What are you gonna do, Andi?
Chad made a mess, y'all.
Yeah, to drop. And 5 in here. Five in here. Do you think this red is going to show up better than the pink?
I hope so. That pink did not show up.
Oh, I got all the 5s, right? So next step is 2.5?
Mm-hmm.
Two point five. And 2.5.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just need to stir these up and then we can start putting our yarn in. Not the yarn mop, it doesn't go in there.
No.
No. Okay, so now that these are stirred, we can start adding the yarn.
You're already starting to see hints of what the colors are going to be, and what the yarn's going to look like when it's done.
Yeah, this is a really pretty gradient over here. This yellow through the orange to the red.
Yeah.
And that's a nice purple.
Get some browns in there this time.
Yeah. All right, so now we just need to top these off with water and put the lids on. Now these just need to sit overnight. And I know what you're thinking, Andi, there's no acid in here yet. That's right, I am aware, I didn't forget. But we're gonna let these jars sit overnight in just plain water and give them a chance to pick up the dye more evenly. That's why we added the extra water to top them off, so that the yarn has a little bit more room to move around, you know, so that more strands have access to it. And then tomorrow we'll come out and we'll add some citric acid to it to give it the acid component that it needs. And then we'll let it sit again until it seems to exhaust, and then we'll heat set it. But we need to figure out what to do with our yarn mop before we go inside. There's not a whole lot of color on it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just stick our yarn mop into this mason jar. And of course the parts with the dye are at the top, so my fingers are going to get stained. And I'm doing
so you're not dyeing with Andi if you're not having stained fingers, right?
Kinda, yeah. Kinda, yeah.
It's kind of like painting with Andi.
Or
if she's not completely covered in paint before you've even started.
How is this water warm? In the bin? How is it warm?
Yeah.
Did you get hot water out of that?
No.
I don't understand this, y'all, because it is freezing out here.
Maybe it's just relative to your body temperature.
I guess so.
Ready for the lid?
Not yet. Apparently.
Apparently.
Apparently not yet. See if I can cram these in here. Because stick that in there and get some more dye off it.
Yeah, there you go.
Now we can put the lid on.
Really mysterious number 16.
I mean, we got some coming off of the red stick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're going to get anything off of the others, but...
You never know.
You never know. You never know. First of all, apologies for the noise in the background. It is pitch dark outside and Jet, one of our neighbors, is doing yard work. He was mowing. I think he's weed eating now. I don't know. So, it's been 24 hours and our dye baths have not completely exhausted, but we still need to add some citric acid, so we're going to do that now. And I'm going to do just, this is a 1/4 teaspoon scoop, and I'm just going to do 2 scoops into each of these. Don't worry, Chad's putting the lid on that so I can't spill it.
That's the plan.
It's a plan because you've met me. All right, now the fun part, we need to just take each skein out of the water and just swish it around, dunk it back in again, just to make sure that the citric acid gets fully dispersed. Shouldn't be a problem, but we're going to do that.
Pick it up by the tie, or can I just pick it up?
You can just pick it up. And as we do this, you'll be able to see how much color is left in the water.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
And yet the yarns look pretty good.
They do. They really, really do.
Getting away.
Whoops! Don't let it get away. Did I make a mess in here any? Yeah, a little bit.
Yep, yarn mop's coming out.
Yarn mop's coming out. Need to clean up some mess.
Things are getting serious.
Not really.
No, really?
No. Just a little bit of spillage. Not really going to be much color to it, but at least I can clean this up, right? Clean up the mess I made. You got any spillage over there?
No.
Okay, just me. Let's see if I can get this back in here. Chad's over there giving me thumbs up all excitedly. Yes, yes, you did it.
You closed the lid.
I did. I got the lid on a jar.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, me.
Go Andi.
Yeah. All right, now we just need to let these sit until the dye baths exhaust, and then we can come back and heat set them. All right, so it's been a few days now, and our dye baths have exhausted nicely. I don't know how well you can see it, but yes, they've exhausted. So now we just need to heat set these. We've boiled some water in our electric kettle, got it in the crock pot, and I'm just going to put these mason jars in. Now, unfortunately, only 3 of these jars will fit in here at a time. But that's okay. We're going to plug the crock pot in. I've got it set on high, and because it's cold out here, I really want to make sure that we give this plenty of heat. So instead of just doing 15 minutes like I've done before, we're actually going to let these stay in the crock pot for about a half an hour each. We have to do 5 sets of these. So you know what the next 2.5 hours of my life's going to be like, right? It's 2.5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See, it's math in me again, okay? Anyway, we're going to let this one go for a half an hour, and then I'll take these out and put the next 3 in, and we will just repeat that until we've gone through all 15 mason jars. We'll let them cool out here in the garage overnight. Then I will rinse them, wash them, hang out to dry, come back and show you the resulting triangle. And here's our finished yarn. We got such a good triangle this time. I'm really pleased with these. Everything just works really, really good. These colors work together, these primaries work together fantastic. And we've got just a really nice grade of oranges through here. You know, whereas before we've had trouble getting those oranges. I mean, you can see over here that, yeah, we've got just really nice light orange, pumpkin orange, red orange to the red. And then our greens, you know, we've got sort of I don't know, like celery green maybe?
It almost looks like a lemon lime almost.
Yeah.
The color that they use to indicate like lemon lime drinks.
Yeah, and then maybe a grass green, but this one is a really good true green. And this is more of like a blue spruce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got hints of blue in there.
And of course, check out that purple. That is just a gorgeous, royal, imperial, perfect purple. I love this. Can you tell? Check that out, y'all. Oh my goodness, I love that. And then of course we've got sort of a reddish purple here, and then a nice like burgundy garnet color here. And we got some really good browns as well.
That was something lacking from when we had the other primaries.
But yeah, we've got some really, really good browns here. This is sort of a yellowish brown. This is more like a cedar. And then this is just a fantastic walnut. That's, I'm really pleased with that because
that one's like prototypical brown.
It is. It really is. And you do need those brown colors for things. So I'm really glad to know this is the mix that we need to get those.
I think of the triangles, this one definitely gave us a better range of colors. I don't want to say better. A more expected range of colors than the one with the pink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When we used the pink for the primary, it just faded itself out into the background. We ended up with, you know, everything leaning towards the blues.
Or the yellows.
Or the yellows.
I mean, the pink just did not show up. So might need to redo that exercise sometime. With doubling the pink. But yeah, I would definitely say that this was our most successful one. Of course, the first one that we did with commercial acid dyes, we had our amounts wrong because I did the math wrong. The second one, the pink just did not show up. This is our third one, so I don't know if it's as much to do with the colors or more if we're just getting better at doing this particular exercise.
We've learned for things to watch for. Like
we have.
Bad math.
Well, this is why I shouldn't be the one doing the math.
But, I mean, but really when figuring out ratios of different dyes to use, any combination is valid.
Yeah, as long as you're consistent.
Yep.
You know, that's the thing, is just, you know, consistency and just checking your ratios and being able to, you know, write that down and record it so that, like, you know, if I want to be able to dye a brown, I can come here and say, oh, well, if I want this color brown, I just need to get Jacquard, the bright yellow, 1 part, the cherry red, 1 part, and the sky blue, 2 parts. And that's how I get this brown.
Yeah.
So that's the whole purpose of this. But yeah, I've got a pretty good amount of color catalog swatches at this point. I've got 45 of them.
Yeah, the one.
Well, actually, no, I've got 60 because, well, I've got the food coloring one. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed watching us do this triangle exercise with these 3 primary colors from Jacquard. As I have mentioned before, we'll be doing more of these exercises with not just primary colors, but with some secondary colors or with some colors that come pre-mixed but aren't primaries, and obviously not just with Jacquard. We'll be looking at it with, you know, Dharma. I've got some greener shades, you know, just different ones, and see what we come up with and keep building up my color reference swatch catalog. If you enjoyed watching us dye this triangle, give the video a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss anything that we do here. You'll have an absolutely incredible day. Do something that makes you smile, and we will see you on our next adventure. Bye, everybody. Say bye, Chad.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.